Good morning, first graders. I am Mrs. Owen for those of you that are watching in Mrs. Mitchell's class. We are here at number corner. I want you to think about our pattern. We have some geoboards. On Monday, the first one, we had a triangle. And remember the word congruent. It means that they're the same. If you take shape A and put it on top of shape B, they'd be exactly the same. Our triangle was congruent. Take a look at our rectangle. One was really big, right? And one is really small. So that means they are not congruent. Yesterday, we had a shape called a, who knows this? Maddie? Do you know? Dominic?
It's a rhombus.
It is a rhombus. And look at friends, they're congruent. Look at our fancy congruent sign. It means that they're the same. So if we build both of these on a geoboard, they'd be exactly the same size. What do you think is under our square today? Madison.
I think they're not congruent.
Okay, why do you think they're not going to be congruent?
Because I think I see the pattern. Congruent, not congruent, not congruent.
Oh, she already sees a pattern. Yeah, Aria. So let's take a look at our shape and see if you can figure out what shape this is. Think about if it's congruent, if it's not congruent. Camden, do you know?
Is it another rhombus?
It's not quite a rhombus. It looks like a rhombus a little bit, but a rhombus kind of looks like a diamond. Do you see how these are a little bit different?
What?
Do you see how the sides?
Oh, yeah.
A rhombus, the sides are exactly the same. Do you see that? Does anyone know what shape this is? Madison, do you know?
I think it's a diamond.
Not quite. It's called a parallelogram. Can you say that? Parallelogram. How many sides does a parallelogram have? I want you to count it.
It's kind of like
Brady, yes?
a trapezoid.
Kind of. We will learn more about these shapes the further we get to them. It is kind of like a trapezoid. How many sides does a parallelogram have? Take a look. How many sides does a parallelogram have? Dominic.
Has 4.
It does have 4. How many vertices? Remember, that means corners. Daniel.
4.
4 as well. Now, are these shapes congruent, which means they're the same? If I build it, they're the same. Or are they not congruent? Like this one. Remember, I built this on my geoboard, and they're different. This one's a lot smaller than this one. Let me try to build these two. So, friends, watch how I'm going to build this. I'm going to take a look, and I see that my first parallelogram, shape A, goes across 1, 2, 3 spots. And then it goes on a slant 2 spots. So watch, 1, 2, 3, and on a slant 2. There is shape A. Shape A. Okay. Now, let me try shape B. It goes over 1, 2, 3, so just like shape A, and it goes down 2. So let's see the difference. So it goes over 3 and down 2. There is shape B. Are these two the same or are they different? Which means congruent means the same. If you overlap them, they'll be exactly the same. Or not congruent, which means they're different. Daniel.
Not congruent.
How do you know?
Because one is smaller and it's not as high as the other.
Yeah. One is a lot longer than shape B. Good. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the not congruent sign. And then remember, it's just a line through it. It sounds like Madison already sees the pattern. Congruent, not congruent, congruent, not congruent. What do you think tomorrow is going to be? Congruent or not congruent? Maddie?
Congruent.
Congruent. I think you might be right. We'll have to wait for tomorrow. Say the date with me today. Today is Thursday, February 4th, 2021. What am I going to change my date to? Yesterday was February 3rd, 2021. What is today? Camden.
2020. 2000 February 4th.
It's February, so I'm going to leave the 2 and I'm going to change the day because it's not the 3rd anymore, it's the 4th. Why am I keeping 21 on my date here? Why am I keeping that the same?
Because the year hasn't changed yet.
The year is still 2021. Why am I keeping the 2 here? Daniel.
Because the month haven't changed.
The month hasn't changed. The only thing that changes every day is our day. Take a look at our days in school.
We have 2 more days.
We are getting close. Did you just hear Brady? He said we have 2 more days until we're at 100. How did you know that, Brady?
Because 2 more days is 100 after you get 98.
Oh, thank you. So look at, he thought about the whole entire hundreds chart. He said 100. Am I going to add or take away?
Minus 2.
Minus only 2 because there's 2 squares left equals what, Brady?
98.
98. We are on day 98. Good job. What if I start with the number 50? That's half of our chart. Remember, 50 means half. Because 50 and 50 more would be 100. What would I add on here to get to 98? Madison. Well, let's see that. So come with me. Here's half of our chart. 10, 20, 30, 40.
48.
Oh, 48. We missed a 10, yeah. We have 4 tenths, and 5 and 3 is 8. So that's 48. What is 50 and 48? Dominic?
It was 98.
98. I have a challenge for you. I want you to think about how many tens are in the number 98 and how many ones. Who can tell me how many tens are in the number 98? Daniel?
9 and then the 8 ones.
Oh, good work. Let's see if he's right. I want you to use your fingers and count tens with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. How many fingers do you have up? 9. So there's 9 tens. And how many extra ones do we have? We have a group of 5 and 3 more. What is 5 and 3 more? Dominic.
5 and 3 more is 8.
Is 8. So there's only 8 ones. Here's what we're going to do last for number corner today. I have something on my chart here. What do you notice about this? What kind of things do you notice? Brady?
That they're cubes.
Yep, we have some cubes.
They're cubes, but not those little circle ones that stick to the...
Oh, normally when we're looking at charts, we have some circles, he said, but right now it's cubes. Yep, you're right. What else do you notice?
That they're...
Go ahead, yep.
10 frames.
Oh, they're 10 frames. Thank you. Yeah.
They're, and the 4 and the 6, if you add 6 to it, it equals...
What color are you looking at?
The red and the yellow.
Oh, so look at what he did there. He's looking at red and yellow. But we're going to stop you for a minute. I like how your brain is working. I want to look at this first 10 frame right here. How many cubes do you see in there? Or squares? How many squares do you see in this 10 frame? Dominic?
2.
2. So I'm going to write the number 2, and I'm going to make a math equation. I want to fill up this entire 10 chart. What is my missing number? What is my missing number? I have 2 squares, and I want to get all the way to 10. I want to fill it up. What's missing, Adele? How did you figure that out so quickly? I didn't see you use your fingers. What did you do?
Well, I remember that 1 and 9 was 9 plus 1 is 10. So if you take you add 1 more, it's 8 because 9 take away 9 take away 9 is 8.
You're right. So she said she already knows her partner's of 10. She knows that 9 and 1 more is 10. But this is a 2, so we have to take it away from the 9, and that would make it an 8. 2 plus 8 equals 10. What about our yellow one? What's my math equation for our yellow 10 frame? Maddie. How many yellow are there?
4.
4 plus blank equals 10. What goes in my blank? How many empty squares are there? Not quite. You're close. Camden. 6. How did you know that quickly? Your hand has been raised.
I noticed that there was red right there by the yellow. So then I counted by 2s. And then
Do you see how he can count by 2s? Look at that. His empty squares help him count by 2s. 2, 4, 6. Or also, friends, I can easily see that 3 on top and 3 on bottom. 3 and 3 is a double. What is 3 and 3, Madison? 6. Good. So 4 plus 6 equals 10. What about our last one? Who can help me? Daniel.
6 plus 4 equals 10.
What do you notice about these two math equations? Look at where I have them. What do you notice about those two math equations? Adele.
I forgot the code, but I forgot the
What is it called? Daniel.
fact family.
Fact family. What's a fact family? Can someone explain how he knew that? What is a fact family? Brady.
Because they're both the same math equation, except the 6 is before and the 4 is before the 6.
Yeah, the same numbers are being used. 4, 4, 6, 6, 10, 10. But they're just in different order. Good job. Head to your desk, my friends. Bye, friends at home. Have a great day.